Massive, massive, massive loss.
For who? Because we are thoroughly enjoying our time without them. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, I'm angry. Oh, Finley, when I catch you. And you know why I'm angry? I'm angry for two reasons. Finley is a joke. Categorically, Finley is a joke. But also, Ellie knows better. And Ellie knows she knows better. Ellie knows she knows better. This is why in the previous video, I was talking about what I've been through. And it's like, yes, we do know that guys will engage sexually with women, knowing that the girl probably feels away and they should be honest with the girl. But also as women, or let me just say as people, there's a situation that doesn't quite feel right. And we know that. We know that. But because you want to throw caution to the wind, because, you know, they're just so cute and, well, maybe this one will be different, we lose our senses and we make stupid decisions for people who don't deserve it. Seeing that preview of Finley kissing this girl? When you know you're out of sight of Ellie? Oh. Oh, yeah. So he's a joke, but also Ellie knows better, and she knows better. I think that's why she was so pissed off today, because she knows better. But before I get into it, even though I already have, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, leave a comment down below. My God. So we pick up, let's start on a happy note, okay? We pick up with the dumping. Yulia and Lorenzo are supposed to pick from the bottom couples who's going home. Before they can even deliberate, Lola and Sean are like, listen, we found what we want and it should be us to go home. Don't even think about, you know, making a hard decision. Like, don't even, like you don't have to stress yourself. Let's just go home. It should be us.
Obviously, Sean's like your best mate here.
It's just a shit situation, isn't it?
They found what they wanted.
It might be unfair to send somebody else home.
Lola and Fitz.
That's exactly what I came here for. I found him day one.
I feel sick.
How grand. How great. This is fantastic. Bye. Sayonara. Like, these people talk about, you know, we found what we wanted. Why didn't you leave ages ago then? Why didn't you leave ages ago? If you've been found what you wanted, you should have been gone. What? I'm glad that they said what they said even before the deliberation, because Lorenzo, he struggles to disappoint his friends. We know that to be true. And I think it probably would have been Mika and Samraj. There would be no way Yulia would allow him to keep both couples because they're all his friends. No. She got a friend too. She's allowed to stick by her friend. She would have saved Martha and Jordan. So I think he would have saved Sean and Lola and then sent home Mika and Samraj. Yeah, so thank y'all for speaking up. Thank you for doing the noble thing. Lorenzo's gonna say, oh, this is them being brave and selfless. No, this is them trying to take away the heat, okay? Because they know that there's this narrative being painted about them and they don't want it anymore. They don't want to give the screen time anymore. They don't want the producers to continue to, you know, screw up their image or whatever. So that's why they're leaving. Before bed, Ellie says she's irritated with Finley wanting to explore his options because when somebody knows that they found what they wanted, i.e. Sean, they're willing to go home. They're willing to cut all ties. And I'm thinking, I don't know if you want to measure yourself against Sean and Lola, because Sean was begging for a test multiple times, actually. So, and I think it's only the perception that kept him from doing it. He wanted Yulia. He also wanted, was it Martha? He wanted one of the other girls. I feel like it was Martha. So the public perception and him knowing that this is going to be seen was what kept him from exploring. But he wanted to test mamas, okay? She cries to Simba, saying she doesn't have much left in her. I'm glad that he was there to comfort her, but I really do feel bad. Based on unseen bits, it seems that Simba, Angelisa, and Ellie have a really good relationship. But I'm like, Simba was right there not too long ago. So Simba, give her some insight. What is it with you boys? Why do y'all feel like you need to do this? Moving on. Priya says that she's annoyed with Aiden because he made all that effort getting her, and then now he's trying to crack on with the next girl. Like, what was even the point? I do understand her from that perspective. Samraj and Mika are in the bed saying they're confused why they're in the bottom. We're not confused. Samraj is going to say, oh, maybe it's me. It's the both of you. It's definitely mutual. You guys can share that. Then in the morning, Ethan makes Priya a coffee. It should be noted that Aiden did not. He's going to come in like, oh, well, you know, you already got a coffee, so I made one for Alicia. Jasmine and Calvin also pull Aiden up on his behavior in the challenge. And they're like, why didn't you pick Priya for anything? And he's like, well, Ethan had picked her. Well, no. I knew she was going to pick Ethan. So I just, gave myself an opportunity to kiss somebody else. You didn't have to marry Ellie. And he's like, well, I just wanted to have it be like a in good faith thing. Like, oh, everything is done. It's been done for ages now. What is Aiden? Like, Aiden, and I hate that Priya's starting to get attached to this man because he's the last person in this villa who you should be attached to. Actually, maybe Lorenzo. Child, they're neck and neck. It's clear that Aiden has rocks her brains, and unfortunately, Priya is here falling for the man. It started off as a friendship, but with close proximity and kissing and all this, whatever, it's only a matter of time for the lines to be blurred a bit, and the lines are definitely blurring for her and Aiden. She cries because she says, honestly, guys, I've had enough. I've been giving myself to these guys and friends, mind you. She says and friends. She's saying this to the girls. And I'm so tired of not having that kind of care and consideration be reciprocated back to me. The girls comforted her off the back of her mentioning Aiden, but she also mentioned friends. They didn't pick up on that. Ellie tells the girls she's frustrated with Finley because he still wants a test at this point in their connection. And first thing in the morning, instead of speaking to Ellie, here goes Finley taking Alicia to the terrace.
Well, so it'd be nice to just pick you, to have a kiss, or do you know
So
what
you
I mean?
did want to kiss and stuff?
Your eyes are actually gorgeous.
Really? I think they're small-minded in some ways. I think like shiny. I feel this excitement about the shiny, so maybe that means something. And I'm not interested because I like what I have.
Exactly.
I fully agree with what Jasmine was telling Ellie. Some guys, a lot of guys, too many guys, get so excited by the new shiny thing, and they often don't realize what they have, so they go for the exciting thing. And up until this point, I have yet to see what it is about Alicia that Finley likes so much, outside of the fact that she's new. I'm sure they've had more conversations about family and life and all of that stuff, but when he talks about the connection, oh, she's a pretty girl and we're just having friendly chats. But when you're with Ellie, it seems like y'all were forming something deep. But then again, I also can't think of the things he actually likes about Ellie too, to be honest. He's going to say to Alicia, I don't understand why everybody's reacting so negatively to me exploring. It's because you haven't been transparent. And you haven't been transparent. This man is being purposefully obtuse right now. The girl will ask you a direct question. You don't want to answer. Or you want to blatantly lie and say, oh no, it's just friendly. It's not friendly. You want to get to know this girl romantically. And Ellie has asked you multiple times. And also, Ellie, I'll be honest, the fact that you keep asking means you already know. You already know. Something in your heart is unsettled with this man. And I know it's hard to have to admit that, but I think it'll be easier if she just accepts this man isn't all about me. Let me stop breaking my heart having to watch this man get on with this other girl. Let me just remove myself. Not from the show. Because Ethan is still there. I still think there's a chance. There's an opportunity. Ethan is still there. But girl, start the process of getting over Finley. He's not the one. Alicia is on tour. She comes down from the terrace and goes and speaks to Aiden. She speaks to him by the fire pit, which is close to where Priya was. Priya couldn't stand to watch it, so she removes herself. She goes onto the terrace, and my sweet baby Ethan, my sweet baby Ethan goes up to check on her.
Just thought you may want a drink
Oh,
and some
you're
sun cream.
so cute. No disrespect to you in the slightest, but I feel like I've just been in triangle after triangle. I feel tired of getting to know people.
Take your time. I'll
Thank
speak
you,
to you whenever
so
you're ready, yeah?
sweet.
All right, baby.
Bought me drinks and sun cream. And he bought you 2 different flavours. I mean, he's lovely. Don't know unless you try.
Can one of these girls couple up with Ethan so they can win? The man is so sweet. What did I say? From the first episode, you can tell he's so well-mannered. He's so polite. Like, he just seems like a wholesome, good guy. I hope it's not a front, but based on the way that we've been seeing him, it seems that's just who he is. And the girls are stuck on these fuckboys for what? For what? Why? Oh no, girls, come on. I need you to lock in. I need you to lock in. Finley gave 2 different kinds of drinks because he didn't know which one Priya would like. And then also brought her sunscreen so that she doesn't burn in the sun on that terrace. What are we talking about? Like, what are we actually talking about here? So Priya, I'm glad that she told him, listen, I am kind of annoyed at this situation. I'm not going to have a conversation with you that's not wholehearted. I don't want to give you a half-assed conversation. So just give me some time to process my feelings. I do appreciate her being honest in that way. I also do understand her when she says, I'm tired of the, hey, how are you? Yes, my name is Priya. I'm 25 years old. I do this, I do that, or however old she is. Like, it is exhausting. Dating is exhausting, especially with the journey that Priya specifically has been on. It's exhausting. However, girl, you are stuck on a man who saw you as a friend 3 days ago. Here's a man, fresh and new on the scene, talking about, hey girl, I want you. Let me show you all the ways that I want you. And here you are stuck on that little boy, Aiden. Mind you, you've seen how Aiden moves this entire season. There's much left to be desired. So much left to be desired. And I'm just, at least when she was talking to Yasmin, she was like, am I not really feeling it with Ethan right now because it's not there, or because I'm not giving it a try? It's because you're not giving it a try. At least give it a try and then come to the conclusion that maybe it's just not there for you too. After not speaking to her all morning, and I could be talking about anybody right now, I'm actually talking about Aiden. Aiden in the evening is going to say, you know what? I need to go talk to Priya. I need to give her that reassurance to show her that she's my top priority. Kavin is going to say, and you need to make that clear because so far you have not. And surely you have not. Then we have Priya, who speaks to Aiden in that little nook that they like to talk in, and she folds so quickly.
I haven't spoke to you all day, Priya.
I know. I do just feel a bit let down. Every single fucking one of them boys picked their couple for you to not even think about me at all.
I'll get on one knee for you now, Priya.
Well, I got on my knee and
Telling you where I stand with you. You are priority.
Priya, baby, you're too easy. You are too easy. Like, all this man did was make her giggle 1-2 times, and he was already back in her good graces. Make that make sense to me. The frustration that she was sharing with the girls, she needs to share with him. Why would you put in so much effort to choose me, to make it seem like we were going to work on getting out of the friend zone? We're going to cultivate some kind of romantic relationship. Yet here you are, at the first sign of something new, jumping ship. She needs to say these things to him. She did share her frustrations about him not talking to her throughout the day and all that stuff, but like, at the end of this conversation, they were kissing. She also needs to reiterate to him how fragile she is right now. And I get it. It can feel like you're putting somebody in a corner, like, hey, you're hurting me. Please stop hurting me. Like, I get it. However, he is aware of the journey that Priya has been on. But one thing we know about Aiden, he doesn't consider women. That alone should be enough for the women to not want to pursue him. But he clearly doesn't consider women, even somebody who he has formed a friendship with. He spent all of the season getting to know. He still didn't have consideration for you. You need to let him know, hey, look at the journey I've been on. I'm actually deciding to be vulnerable with you. I'm putting my heart on the line here. If you are serious, cool, let's move ahead. If you're not serious, let's cut it from now. Because there's no point in me getting invested again just to experience the same fate that's inevitable. Another person who hasn't spoken to her man all day is Ellie. And Finley knows this, by the way. Finley is gonna talk to the guys on the terrace. He's gonna talk to the guys in the dressing room. Like, he gonna keep talking about, this is tough for me. Earlier in the evening, he had said, he's just going to move like a frog. And my interpretation of that was he's going to just hop from girl to girl. You cannot do that, especially because Ellie is at her wit's end.
I've given everything I can and more. I have nothing left to give.
I know.
I feel like a fucking dickhead.
No.
Yeah, I just don't have a good feeling, guys. I really don't. What has been the last 3 weeks? It's nothing to you. It's actually fucked.
It's shit.
I'm angry.
It's just so shit.
It's jarring. It's fucking jarring.
I desperately need somebody to shake Ellie's head one good time. One good time. Bring this girl back to reality, because like I said before, the Ellie of week 1 would not let this run. For some reason, Finley slipped through the cracks, and now she's just so hooked on this man, but he does not deserve it. He does not deserve this loyalty from her. I'm gonna go as far as to say he's the worst that she's been coupled up with. Aiden with his duplicitousness, okay, yeah. Tommy with lying to her, okay, yeah. This man is doing all of that and then some, because y'all have also been intimate. He's the worst. And she's still having so much grace for him. For what? For why? It should be noted that even at the end of the night, this man has yet to speak to Ellie. He's going to talk to Simba and say, I think it's because I've been hanging out with you too much, All the madness you were doing, it's rubbing off on me. At least Simba had the wherewithal to know he needs to check in with Angelista. He would check in on Angelista, not saying the best things, but at least he's checking in. You can't even do that. So then before he gets a chance to speak to her, they get a text. The text is that everybody needs to go to the fire pit. The bombshells are going to be stealing somebody to couple up with. Ethan chooses Priya. Great. Alicia chooses Finley. This is not even for dramatic effect. I truly don't have words. Ellie's ready to go home.
Can I have a chat with you?
You had all day to do it.
He's a fucking lying shit scumbag. 2 fucking days for what?
She wouldn't have picked you if you had feelings for me.
Babe, I'm so sorry.
Probably just needs a
I feel
minute.
like she needs a minute.
It's not you.
My heart broke for Ellie. Broke. The journey she had has just been dumb. Like her journey, Priya's journey, some of the things that Priya does kind of seem self-inflicted, but like these 2 women have just had it so rough in this damn villa. Angelista too, you can group her in there. Like, I feel for the girl, I really do. And then I'm also like, but if you had all your wits about yourself right now, you would not stand for this. You would not stand for it. Like, I hurt for her, but I'm also like, I also want to be a big sister and be like, can you like get back to who you are? Can you ground yourself in who you are? I get it. You like this guy. You liked him more than you liked any guy in here. You've given him more access than you've given to anybody else. However, if a man doesn't do right by you, he's not worth crying over. He's not worth being angry over. He's not worth it. The man has shown you who he is. Believe him. Actually believe him. Because here's Finley. He's going to talk to the guys. And he's like, I think I'm just going to have to focus on Ellie because I don't want to hurt her the way that I'm hurting her. I feel like I've done these shenanigans at the cost of her feelings. And honestly, it doesn't even make sense. Mind you, he's going to continue to do them. He knows that. And he's going to continue to do the shenanigans. For what? Literally for what? Alicia starts to cry. Girl, why are you crying? She crying because in the real world, she's a girl's girl and she doesn't like hurting people's feelings. That was hard to tell. What do you mean? You had no problem pulling 2 people up one time. Let's go to the terrace. Let's do this. Let's do that. Now you're a girl's girl and you don't want to hurt people's feelings. Okay, girl. The tears lasted for all of 3.5 seconds. I didn't even see the iconic Ellie tear streak down this girl's face. You're not sad. You're not sad at all. Finley speaks to Lorenzo and Samraj on the terrace. And basically Lorenzo is saying, you're going to nice guy your way into being an F-boy. I've been saying this lately to a friend of mine. I literally told him to his face, you're trying to be a nice guy and you're going to nice guy your way into being an F-boy. Lorenzo is like, the more you try to please everybody, you're going to be hurting everybody because you simply cannot please everyone. He comes down from the terrace, sees Alicia, can't even speak to Alicia. Now Alicia's feeling away and I'm like, Alicia, please shut up. Because respectfully, you saw how he has been treating Ellie the last few days and especially today. He didn't even speak to the girl all day long. Now that you're getting the same treatment, you talk about, well, I don't think this is a man that I want to be with either. Maybe I'm going to have to take a step back. Oh, now you want to take a step back. Now you want to take... Finley finally gets the balls to talk to Ellie. Ellie is just done.
Floor is yours. You've not spoke a fucking word to me today.
No, I haven't. I haven't said, please pick me. Took her to the terrace, we had a conversation, and it was a flirty conversation. But then this came about, and she picked me. Like, I still feel the same way about you.
I'm ready to walk.
Don't do that.
She's going to say, where do we go from here? Because I'm ready to leave. All he's going to say is, no, don't do that. Can't even say where he plans on things going for the two of them. He just says, no, don't do that. She then says, honestly, all you've shown me is that you're quite disrespectful. So I'm just going to see how you moving forward. If all he's shown you is that he's disrespectful, he's going to keep being disrespectful. What are we talking about here? Girl, what more is there to see? So then Ellie, she says, when she shifts from sadness to anger, it's because this is the beginning of the end. I hope that is true. And I'm so grateful for Lorenzo, of all people, that Lorenzo asked the question that needed to be asked.
I'd done that if I didn't get the energy back. So.
Yeah, you've worked off the energy that I've given you, and that's on me, innit? Do you know what I mean? I appreciate that you've gone out on a limb, gone for what you wanted. To be honest, like, I think tonight it's just, I think half the time in you I've like acted in the moment a lot, and then everything comes back to bite me in the arse. So like tonight I just need to have time to think. Do you know what I mean? You seem like you're gonna tip that glass over my head.
No, not like that. I've broke my heart for 2 days and I've not had one conversation with him today after he brought her up to the terrace. Not even a, listen, I'll speak to you in a minute. I just need to
Nothing.
calibrate my thoughts. If he told me that, sound. He didn't, fuck off. The minute I go from being really upset to frustration and anger is when I know I start detaching. And it's a...
All the steam's gone.
I know, but I'm trying to fight it because I believe in our connection, I do. I just don't know where I stand. If he shares a bed tonight, I'm gone in the morning. If he doesn't dead it off by tomorrow at some point, I'm gone. I promise you I will leave, Lorenzo. I can't do it to myself.
My emotions are up and down right now.
No, I just feel a bit silly now.
Like,
and I feel like you just get scared of the drama.
I'm just trying to act on how I'm feeling and my emotions to the situation and how I actually, what I really want to do. Obviously, I'm not just going to be like, early goodbye.
I'm not naive enough to think that that would be the case.
I just need time to think. I should just sleep on it.
Do you feel like this is like a really serious question, which I don't know if I'm ready for?
Right. Okay.
Right. Do you not feel like that is just him? He's going to tell you one thing and do another thing. It's going to be even easier to do in the real world.
It's a good question. I can see where he's coming from.
I don't know if this is like a representation of what would happen on the outside.
People can change, but it's only with the right person. One thing about me, I'm not going to be fucked over.
Ellie knows in her heart Finley is a flight risk. She knows. She wouldn't be this angry if she felt like he was a good person. And I'm not even saying he's inherently a bad person, but he's clearly a person who can make bad decisions and not have consideration for her feelings. She knows this. She's aware. So she says, if he sleeps in that bed, I'm going to be gone by the morning. If he pursues her tomorrow, I'm going to be gone by the end of that day. I hope that that's true. Not because I want her to go, but I want her to stand on the business. Stand on business, girl. Leave this man. Clearly, he has a hold on you that nobody has had on you so far. And I can't keep watching the back. Like, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Let that be that. Oh, I'm so mad at the potential of Ethan. Oh, producers, you should have brought him earlier. Who could they have swapped him out for? What bombshells have we had? Maybe this would have been the time to bring Calvin. I don't know. Because Calvin was a bombshell. I was going to actually say Aiden, but Aiden was an original. Who also was a bombshell? Ooh, that White Walker guy. No, he... What other bombshells have we had? Maybe this is the time to bring Jordan? Yeah, maybe swap out Jordan. Make Ethan a Casa boy? No, but she was already locked in. Oh my God. Anyways, we'll see what happens in the next episode. This man is going to kiss Alicia on the date. Now that Ellie's not around to see what he's doing. You see men. You see men. Aiden, Simba, Samraj, Finley, Lorenzo. Calvin. All these boys just suck. Like, they all suck. Oof, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm done. I'm not done, but I'm done. I'm Ellie right now.